Hello, folks! Welcome to another episode of The Mind and the Martyr. It's Monday. We are here. We are ready to go. Hope you're keeping okay, doing well, especially considering the Paganini's still going on, but we'll ignore that. Please. Look, it's the thing, right? It's the you just call it everything apart from what it actually is, and then you feel better about your life. You heard welcome instead of welcome. Oh no, I'm swiftly turning into Pac-Man.
We're off to a great start.
We always are. We always are. If you're overly serious, then it stops being fun. So, alrighty. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've got some water to the side of you and keeping hydrated. We're gonna go ahead and do the usual. I was gonna say business stuff, but it just sounds totally wrong. It's just business. The usual splurge at the beginning. There we go. We do have a couple of additional things to add. The first one is, if you have been keeping track of Friends Who Roll Dice, we are currently raising money for Austin, Texas, and relief due to the horrendous weather issues that they were having. It has crippled a lot of the infrastructure of the area, and a lot of people are currently either homeless or about to be. And we want to make sure that people are getting the help that they can. If you go ahead, and I think it's donate. No, I've completely forgotten the command, which is probably helpful.
I think I got it.
Thanks. I'm like, we switched the commands the other day for Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and now I'm like, I don't remember. Thank you. Yeah, there is a donation link in the chat that will send you over to Tiltify. Obviously, everyone's kind of struggling at the moment, but if you do have any pennies to spare, you will be impacting someone's life in a big way. Speaking of which, we have 3 other games this month, all with some fantastic cast members, which will also be raising money for the charity. So go ahead and check those out. Keep an eye on the Friends Who Roll Dice Twitter to see the announcements. As I said, we just recently had Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and it was the most amazing gay panic ever. It was fantastic. You get buffs for queer smooches, and just perfect. Wonderful. Yeah, it was super fun. The cast were awesome about it, and we're looking forward to the rest of the games. On top of that, do want to give a bit of a personal shout out as well. Unfortunately, Leona has had to step down from the cast due to some issues that she encountered, and unfortunately, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She was kind of screwed over by the customs, and if you've been paying attention to her Twitter, she's currently getting another lawyer and trying to appeal that. If you head over to the Leona Maple on Twitter, there is a donation link to raise funds for Leona. If you have enjoyed any of her projects or enjoyed her on the cast or just enjoyed her on Twitter, please go and give her some love and give her a hand. And yeah, I'm hoping that everything is sorted out for her very, very soon. Yeah. Other than that, it is our usual spiel. The folks we are affiliated with, the wonderful So Nerdware, for 10% off if you throw in friends as your discount code. They do a whole bunch of TTRPG paraphernalia. There are a whole bunch of various different items from various different streaming groups on there as well. Go ahead and check them out. And our wonderful friends at Grinding Coffee, our Black LGBT plus owned coffee company. They are fantastic. They are currently doing something big that they've been teasing, moving something somewhere. I'm super hyped to see what's going on. I'm so glad that they are seeing success, and if you go ahead and throw in FWRD, you get 10% off your purchase there, and that will go towards helping out the channel so we can do more charity fundraisers. Other than that, we also are part of the Emporium stream team, who are a fantastic group of individuals and variety streamers who like to hang out and play games and raise money. So go ahead and follow. If you take a look down there, you'll see Team Emporium. Go ahead and click that Emporium link, and you will be able to find a whole bunch of fantastic individuals. And you'll probably see a few of us and other people popping up here, there, and everywhere. We have plans, so we're super looking forward to working with them closer. And that is about it from me. I think we're good. I'm never confident. One of these days I will be confident. Alrighty, let's jump straight into it. Who's recapping?
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
All right. What happened last session?
Okay, so we met with Queen Elowyn, and she had a quest for us. We discussed the multiple disappearances that have been happening, which has also been affecting Ansaya, so their military is spread rather thin. So there is a forest where nature seems to be retaliating, and there's been attacks, especially I think at different like outposts, and like they've only been taking food and water, if I remember that correctly. I think that's what my handwriting says. The queen said that if we did this, we would get a combined boon. She also said that she would hire us a guide, which brought us Austin, aka Nawi. And so he has joined us. I'm sorry, what are your character's pronouns?
Fine. So I had to find them. I was not in the Zoom. Naoi's pronouns are she, they.
She, they. Okay. So yes, they have joined us, and I wrote down the entire character description because that's who I am as a person. It was important for me to write down Emerald Enclave, which is where Nawi reports to. Nawi, Mara, and Jack and Lupa. Nawi's wolf, who I think Dawan is convinced is a really big cat. So they all slept outside. And then Dawan and Eridan went to go talk to Esther. Esther did not want to talk. So then they went back and pet cats and drank tea, and it was great. It was important for me to write down that Nawi and Jack are slowly becoming friends, and I wrote down, "You're like me." I like that. I like that too. Because it was very cute. This is like I take too many notes. So then the next day we wake up.
I feel like we need a condensed Cole's notes.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean,
Shooter.
It's fine. We wake up, we strike out, we ride other very big cats.
Yes,
horses.
Catholic cats.
Catholic
also
cats.
known as horses.
And we had
discovered
the forest, and the ones with nature connections feel like the forest is like dead and like foggy, and the color was like going away the further we went in.
We watched a chipmunk turn gray. Or a squirrel. Oh. Yes.
And then we see this tree person who has 2 balls of light in his hands, asks for help. We help. He smashes the light cubes together, and it goes kaboom, and that's where we ended. Kablooey.
Kablooey. Kablooey indeed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so as we left off, y'all had gone much, much further into this sapped and drained forest land. You did indeed find this large tree creature dealing with some kind of flashy light show situation. With a quick clutch intellect fortress from Mara on this tree individual. You hear as he throws these two orbs of energy together and a cacophonous screech rips out from it. The blast and sound waves kind of just reaching across you and pushing you backwards as both orbs of light fade in both of his hands. And you hear this large kind of creaking as his hands drop to the side. You just hear... He kind of teeters for a moment, almost losing balance before clutching on to this larger tree in front of him, holding himself steady.
I was like running towards him before, so will I be up there now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are you Sinilus? That's not his voice. I'll find it. We'll just keep going. I ask him if he's Sinilus. Sinalis? Sinilus?
You're right. I think
Sensationalist. Are you the sensationalist?
Yes. There's almost this rough, kind of low moving and creaking, as if the bark itself is speaking to you just underneath his voice as he... Yes, that is my name.
You seem a bit worn out. May I? And she will hold up her hand and it starts to like glow with this like gold energy. And if they allow me, I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
If it works, then the Sinilist will get 12 HP, whatever that means to them.
And while this is happening, I would like to cast my Sixth Sense cantrip.
Okay. The area around you, as you're reaching out with this sense, the magic almost seems to fade as it enters the area around you. And Nawi, you feel it too. It's not a nullification, but as you're casting this, it almost feels like part of that energy is just fading into the ether in the background. Jacaranda, you get this sense of cold and discomfort just from the general surroundings, but you feel a slight beacon of warmth and comfort and peace coming from Sinilus himself.
Mara would go, is the immediate threat gone? Always on the lookout.
For now. And he actually goes ahead and takes a knee and just extends a hand out towards Nawi as a gesture of thanks. It's a very large hand.
Here are both my hands. We were told that you may know what's going on here. What is happening?
Things are not good.
I thought he was gonna just say things.
I did too. I thought it was just things and
man.
that's it.
I also was like,
Cool.
things and
Sorry.
things.
He's a tree person. He talks a little slower.
Yeah,
I'm getting massive Treebeard vibes right now. Things are not good.
Yeah, so now he's like, well, yes, but what is... Well, I can see this is not good, but...
Slow whispers of treason on the winds. Betrayals in the cold. He sighs again and pushes himself up with what little strength he has left.
Whoa.
Begins to slowly sit himself down.
And what were you doing?
Helping, I hope.
Was that a spell?
Not exactly.
What
His
did
head.
it do?
His head turns through to all of you. Just kind of taking you in for a moment. Delayed the inevitable, I hope.
What's inevitable?
Sorry.
Reaches his arm out slightly. Whatever this is not healthy. And I do not know of its source. For a moment, I thought it was you. But then I realized you would not be silly enough to reveal yourself so brashly. Or maybe you are.
Do you
What
think
does that
it
mean?
is-
Are you talking about the group?
Just kind of gestures to all of you.
Spoken.
Sorry.
Jack, go right ahead.
This is more for clarification. This is the area that we thought it was coming from as well, right? This is like what felt like the center of the weird vibes.
Yeah.
And we found him at this tree.
Yes.
Or them. Him? Them?
He's a tree. He goes
Them.
by anything. He goes by all
like
of them.
Jack. Okay. That was all my only question.
You spoke of whispers of treason. Is there any further detail of that? Do they know perhaps who is behind it? He says as he's kind of closing his gi a little bit.
The trees, the plants, some speak of terrible things, violent things, selfish things, things not becoming of creatures such as us.
Such as us. Do you think it's your own kind?
Everything around us is my kind. I'm simply a caretaker. And that in my care is sick.
the seeming draining of energy in this area, does it seem to be draining downward or through your branches?
He pauses for a moment. You watch as he pulls a hand up and kind of looks across this kind of gnarled bark limb and slowly begins to trace with the other hand just across his finger and up, and then pauses for a moment. It would appear not down.
And how long since you noticed something was happening?
Not long for your kind, even less time for mine. Moments at most for my days, perhaps.
Have you spoken with any of the other caretakers? Are any other places affected?
There is something disrupting our speaking. I cannot feel them. I cannot reach out to them like I normally would.
Is that more of a mental connection or like mushrooms? Like,
that was Ray's reaction, not his. I'm just...
Because mushrooms can communicate with each other. It's a thing.
Telepathy. Shroom.
Is it telepathy or like actual nature? Is it magic or nature?
In my experience, shrooms make you telepathic, but...
In my experience, shrooms is a fucking religious experience.
Listen, if you take enough shrooms...
No,
There's
we're
no
not condoning that here. We are not condoning that here.
Yeah,
no,
Mom,
no.
they told me on the Mine and the Miner.
Hey, cool. I'm gonna
Do
drop...
not do drugs. Listen to McGruff, the crime dog.
I'm also going to tell you, Cole, that it doesn't matter how much you do. If you do shrooms, it's a religious experience.
Just in your food when you cook it with garlic and sauce.
With some butter, sauce cream.
Anyway, we had a real question.
Mushrooms.
How do you talk to the trees, tree?
Is it a rustling in your branches? Well, he can walk, correct? So
Yes.
his roots aren't particularly attached to the ground.
Neither are mine all the time, but sometimes.
You're also not speaking to us
Is
telepathically.
he...
But to the plants I do, like to the earth or the world,
There's so
the
many questions.
environment.
Would we know just by looking at him, is he an Enkaima as well, or is he something different?
Nature check.
You could. if
Sure.
you want to.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm gonna roll dice.
Is he descended? Is he
Do you-
descended
do you
from the
damn it?
sisters? Hey, that's not bad. 19.
That's awful, too.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, 7.
Dewan, you would know, definitely not an Enkaima.
Okay.
As for Oren's role there, this creature shares some similarities in the sense that they are a sentient plant. In pretty much every other way, they're very different. For a start, he's a lot larger. And there's more kind of runic sigils around him, and there's very clearly a more a more potent magical presence rather than just existing. He seems to have a deeper and further connection with what's going on. You would probably ascertain, having dealt with Jotra's technology before, he's probably a construct of some type. Although to what degree, you do not have anywhere near enough knowledge to
So I don't
suss that out.
feel like any kind of like connection or ping as to be like related to the Crimson Sisters or anything like that.
No. He's purely connected to nature and its natural magics. But it's more unlike Jacaranda, where the Enkaima kind of live in harmony, and they themselves are slightly magical, just due to themselves, but not like aggressively so. They are far more kind of, again, I don't want to say aggressive, but that is literally what it is. It's more of a kind of potent magical connection.
Okay, and I'm sorry, we got his name when I was absent. What was his name again?
Cinnalus. Cinnalus.
I mean, because I know it's talking about the other caretakers, so I would ask, where will we find the next caretaker, typically?
For myself, it would at least be 4 moons. For yourselves and your short legs, probably more.
Which direction? Where?
My brain's going for like moon cycles or like for phases of the moon. But also
What
there's
is
3 moons, so like which moon?
Yeah.
Is there a 4th moon?
There's 2 moons, but yes.
That's no moon.
3 suns, 2 moons?
Yes, 3 suns, 2 moons. He begins looking around and like looking at Naui, and then looks back around, raises one of his gnarled hands upwards. You watch as there's almost you probably hear it before you actually see it. There's almost a high-pitched, but not like painfully so, a high-pitched sound that begins to emanate as he quickly moves 2 fingers against each other and creates this high-pitched reverberating sound. And it carries and carries and carries across the wind and the air around you and seems to almost echo outwards. A moment of silence then happens before you hear, now coming from an opposite direction, towards the north, in fact, a further echo now return and fill the air around you as he nods and slowly lowers his hand. Oh, well, there we are. A few moons to the north.
Did this start here? Or did one of the other caretakers warn you that it was coming?
No warning. In fact, I don't know still what this is.
Do you have any other protections you can enact if we were to leave you by yourself?
Yes, though I need time.
When you said that it was treason, were you talking about other caretakers or were you talking about people?
Not entirely sure. Not yet. The plants and the trees and the animals all speak of chaos around them. Some do not. still healthy. But these, I do not know.
Do
Who
you
is
have any way to track the source?
He will turn to Mara and just, I have no idea, before shifting his look back to Naui.
who are they committing treason against?
Themselves and each other. There is something else in these woods, and I do not know where it surfaces from, but it is unlike anything I have seen in my long years.
Think I would, through like our mind link, ask Lupa to see if the plants here smell weird and if she could track the weird smell. So I can roll something for sure for that.
Yeah, rolls, it's probably going to be survival, as it's more kind of like an active tracking.
Okay, that's a wisdom skill. Uh, 2, 5, 18.
18 is good. All right. Lupa would notice more than anything, there is more of a lack of smell. While you're all kind of standing here, there is the vague scent of the forest that you would normally have. However, Lupa's more in tune senses would pick up that there's nothing really beyond that. All of the underlying kind of muskier smells and tones are just gone.
Mm-hmm.
They unfortunately don't seem to pick up anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
They always seem a little confused by this as you're watching her sniff it out. She kind of begins to go in circles, and then she herself realizes that she's going down the wrong path. You just watch, this whole little confusing escapade happen before you.
How long will you need to prepare your other protections? And I'm going to need this in human time.
A few of your... he kind of taps himself. Hours. Yes, that's it. A few of your hours. He seems to pause for a moment and tilt his head as he looks directly towards Orin, but not looking at Orin, almost through him, as he says, "And what exactly does that have to do with this current situation, small one?" Looking a little confused.
I'm sorry, what?
He leans in a little, just looks you down. Sorry. I thought you were speaking to me. Apologies. He seems to pull himself back a bit, a little dazed before coming back to the rest of the party.
I give Sinuous a once over to make sure there's no corruption growing that we missed.
Does he look gray
Sure
at
thing.
all?
Yeah, sure thing. Nature check.
Nature check.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything we can do to help you with your preparations?
Just time. That's all I need. Do not fret, little ones.
He looks super okay. He looks so super okay. I got a 5. He looks like a super normal tree person.
Yeah? He's just a big old tree
Just
person.
a big normal tree
A
person.
big normal tree person.
Nothing weird here.
Yeah, no, just a super big old...
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, he's clearly hearing someone talk who's not talking, and it's just peachy.
So, what would you suggest we do? And what exactly do you need time for? Like, what are you gonna do?
What are you trying to do? What's your end goal?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in
What
an
can you-
hour?
what can
Okay, we're not trying to give
What
the
can you
poor
bring to this
thing
party?
an existential crisis.
Giving Sinella's career advice.
I like how they're all so suspicious. Amara's just like, okay, you need help to do your tree stuff, so then we
I-
can go track
no,
down the bad guys.
I'm
But
really
everyone
not
else is like-
suspicious.
No, not even
My,
a little
uh,
bit.
My sixth sense made me not suspicious, but I don't really understand what what they're doing or what they need, I guess.
Well, some kind of magical tree mumbo jumbo Mara thinks to protect the forest because he's the guardian.
But is he not a magical tree?
He is
He's
a big magical tree.
construct.
Magical
Mara
tree.
does
someone-
not know he's a construct.
That's
Unless
true,
Orin
but-
says, that's a golem.
I'm trying to figure out what we could do to help. Like what they think we could do that would help, I guess.
He
I feel like that's
very
fair.
much he very much appreciates this as you're kind of discussing with him, and he seems pretty happy about it. And as you kind of address him about the current situation, he looks back towards this large kind of sturdy oak tree which is in the center of this like pseudo clearing, and looks back towards you as he says, this is where this all started here. You saw our little encounter, but I do not know whether I destroyed it or simply sealed it. I will need to put up some protections just in case. And hopefully life, real life, should come back to this forest.
So I say we protect him while he's doing these. I imagine it takes a lot of concentration to put up this protection.
Certainly.
I mean, I do not see why not.
And we can look around while we're here and maybe we can find out something else about what's going on.
Yeah, exactly what's causing the desaturation.
Mm. Well, I will prepare for a fight just in case. And now he goes over to her, like, bag she keeps on Lupa and takes out this, like, green and gold, like, dragon mask and puts it on. And puts one on Lupa's face, too.
Nice. Love it.
And then she starts just, like, looking around and stuff.
So yeah, if you nature type folks wanna look around for anything
if you guys with
Out
the
of
nature
place.
want to do
Hey,
nature.
Sure, yeah. Let me
and
attune with the forest.
I will keep an eye. I will keep watch.
So it's Jack and Dewan are nature people?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, Orin kinda tree worshiping hippie hugger, but you know.
A little bit. My whole life was a lie. It's fine.
I heard hippie fucker.
What?
Those attuned to nature, we could try something. I have an idea. And now he sits like in the middle of the clearing and invites people over.
Oh, I had something too, but I can't find it, which is...
Oh. I mean, Jack, you probably have a stronger connection than all of us if you have something.
I thought I had something that could make, like, consecrated ground, but I don't know if that's a later cleric spell, maybe?
No, it's... Okay, wait.
I just can't find it.
It's Hallow.
Oh.
We're on hallowed ground.
He
Hallow.
wants to make hollowed ground.
Yeah, Hallow. You can turn an area into like consecrated ground.
I thought I had it, but now I don't know. I can't.
It's a 5th level, so.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah. I thought there was another one that we could have, though.
I have tiny hut. That's not gonna help.
Thank you.
It might help a small area.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It could
What?
protect aura.
I just found a cantrip called Animate Blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you animate your blood.
That sounds gross.
That sounds like a homebrew thing.
It is.
Does not-
It's. I'm pretty sure it's from the Blood Hunter Matt Mercer stuff. So technically, it is.
I was
Okay,
about
well,
to say,
I-
what?
That was my
Sounds like something Strahd would have, you know?
only idea.
He wants
Indeed.
dinner, he just floats the blood over. He makes the cult
I feel like...
blood pictures, like shadow puppets. It's just blood.
Lordy.
Okay.
Edge.
So what was your idea then, Nawi?
I thought we could just try and concentrate our energies to connect with whatever plant life may still be here and see what we could learn.
Okay.
This is Austin 100% pulling something out of my left sock. I don't know what you
We'll
would.
see what happens.
Yeah, this is so I'm gonna have us all like meditate and concentrate on just like
No,
raw
I like this.
magical energy of
Mara
like
would
the
say,
forest.
Is there anything we should watch for? Like
Anything
if color
that-
starts draining from your face?
Yeah,
should I
that's
wake you
probably
up?
bad.
Type-
That's probably bad.
Okay.
If we suddenly start to look lifeless, perhaps stop us.
We'll keep
Lupa
an
will
eye on
probably
you.
growl or something. She's connected to me. She'll probably start freaking out.
We'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on you. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna roll that way. Now, what are we doing?
And Mara will go ahead and give a motivational speech.
All right, cool. So motivational speech, you can go ahead and add that bonus. We're gonna do a combined nature check between the 3 of you.
What
to see how
bonus
this
do I
goes.
add for
Wait.
motivational speech?
You get 5 temporary hit points,
Oh, cool.
and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
I was
Oh, I
gonna.
love that.
I'll cast guidance on you because you're leading this.
And I'll
Okay.
cast guidance on you because you're here.
I'm a ranger. I can't give anybody guidance.
It's okay. I don't need guidance. I'm a tree.
We're treating Valentine. like
I'm a
Valentine's
tree.
Girl here.
Damn.
I am so
Guidance
Oh,
gives me
that's
advantage.
a good question.
Um,
Guidance
so,
gives you
just
1d4 to an ability check.
Just making sure I understand this. We're like, are we around Sinalus while he's doing his thing?
Sinalus is right up to the big ass oak tree.
Okay, and are we protecting him or are we like trying to do something else?
These 3 are doing something else, but y'all can.
They're meditating. The 3 of us are kind of like keeping
Watching
guard.
everyone.
Rochelle
Okay.
made an excellent question. Is Valentine still here?
Oh,
For now, yeah, just because Valentine hasn't had the chance to have a proper exit. So yes, Valentine can cast guidance on whoever doesn't have guidance.
Oh, I don't. That means I don't have guidance.
So Valentine casts guidance on Jack.
Indeed.
Well,
indeed.
and I was just checking to make sure because if she wasn't, I was going to say the 2 clerics should probably not be doing this together.
The
Keep
3
one
clerics.
if Valentine wasn't there.
But Valentine,
Right. So
'Cause now he's not a
is
cleric.
spare cleric that's not going into weird nature.
To the circle.
yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
While that's going on, can I have Ashtalora like circle a perimeter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this?
I don't. She's not going to go out the full 100 feet. I think it'll be just 50.
And is Lupa still trying to find a scent?
No, Lupa's probably just like helping you 3 watch both sets of people doing stuff.
Okay.
I probably told her to listen to Mara because you played with her, so I probably was like, Mara's in charge while I do this.
See, I was gonna go with. You thought that Mara was the most responsible. That's fine.
How do I add bless to that?
Bless or guidance?
I mean guidance.
I'm just gonna do math.
Oh.
I got a 27.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have a D4 plus.
So 20
So you just
even.
Okay. Yeah.
Mara would tell Lupa to monitor Nawi for any changes that are detrimental. Because Nawi would probably detect it before any of us could.
This is
Or
nature.
Lupa would
Nature,
detect Nawi.
yes.
Yeah, we're doing a combined nature check.
18.
18.
Name of the
27 from
27
Jacaranda.
from
No, 27 from Dawan.
Oh, 27 from Dewan. And Jacaranda's was
20 flat.
20 even.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so y'all just smashed that out of the park. I don't know what I expected, to be honest. Okay. So as this is getting set up, the 3 of you have this small discussion between you before sitting down and creating this little circle, as it were, to connect to the area around you. You see Sinless nod and turn and kind of just pat the bark on this tree once as you hear, all right, come on now, Isaac. Let's get this done. He taps it again twice before putting both hands on, and you watch as there's this gold green glow that begins to pulse from his fingers through the bark of this tree. The 3 of you sitting down, connecting and meditating, while the rest of you keep on watch and keep on guard to the area both around you and the individuals of your party here. With those checks, it almost feels like you're diving into a chasm. As you pass that original threshold of becoming connected, especially at this point, you feel yourself almost just surrounded by darkness and falling and falling and falling as you're trying to reach out for whatever natural feeling you can. It seems hollow, empty, not aggressively so, but just gone. As you're reaching out further and further, you feel a slight bright warmth as you feel Sinalus' impact and his energy beginning to emanate. Now, with an anchor and a waypoint, you can bring yourself to that warmth. Even with those checks, it's still a difficult encounter. You're almost swimming through a vacuum. It's very difficult to get yourselves moving. this warmth begins to become more inviting as you find yourselves pulled towards Sinilus's influence. It's about then that you feel something else. There's some other influence. You can feel it rising and rising and rising behind this almost magical dam that Sinilus has put in place. And basic physics, if you put a dam in front of something, whatever's behind it will begin to rise. And that is sure happening. This strange psychic influence, this energy, is beginning to build and build and become more aggressive behind this dam. It seems to be emanating from this tree to begin with. The tree, not Sinilus. How far are you wanting to reach here?
Not to speak for others, I think if Naui isn't pulled out of it, if like I don't look weird and someone like stops me, she's gonna keep going, but I won't speak for everyone.
I'm going to quote Star Butterfly here and say dip down.
Dip down.
So we can tell that it's coming from this tree.
Yeah, and you can also tell that Sinilus has put some kind of block in place to keep it under control for now.
Jacaranda is not messing with it. If she feels that she knows that this tree is the main problem, she would try to like back out of. She wouldn't want to get like closer to it.
Okay. So as
Meanwhile.
So as Jacaranda's presence holds back, just watching and waiting, Naui and Dewan, you edge yourselves closer to this dam. You can still feel the warmth and power of Sinilus's presence now almost next to this dam, as if he himself is physically holding it in place. The energy behind is aggressive and erratic, and from at this point in your connection, you feel a destructive influence. Not necessarily evil, but destruction for destruction's sake. It feels like it's almost ingrained in its nature. And it just feels wrong. It feels like a mass of emotions that don't belong in this world. It feels alien. It feels inhuman. As you're reaching out, you feel the tiniest blip of a similar but not identical influence nearby.
How nearby? Can we tell? Can anyone tell?
Within 60 foot. And by tiny, I mean tiny, minuscule.
Okay, but that sounds like cursed object to me.
Yeah, 60 feet. So it's in the same area. Can we like? Does it seem like these two things are like communicating or something? Like, is it like there's this blip and this other blip are like there's like a feedback loop or something, or it's just like we feel something else?
I'm gonna say purely because of your nature, Nawi, you are probably the only individual who would detect this due to being more in tune with psychic energies than the other two members of your little nature party here. As you try and focus more on the psychic connection rather than the natural one, you almost feel an argument playing out. This blip, although made of the same energy and the same nature, seems to be suppressing its aggression, suppressing its nature, suppressing its destructive capabilities, and is attempting to convince whatever this is to do the same. The little one is trying to communicate and basically tell whatever this thing is inside the tree to surrender, essentially, and calm the fuck down. It's basically what it's trying to do.
Okay, I have a really bad idea, but if you want to do other people what they're doing, you can, because I have a really bad idea.
Keep it feral, keep it feral, keep it feral, keep it feral.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything specific during this period? As y'all are looking at the rest of your at your nature party here, you do not see any changes in color or energy or anything like that. They look the same as they started this little ritual.
I rolled a perception check for Ashtalora.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. Ashtalora will go ahead and make a perimeter around the area that you specify.
About 50 feet centered on Similis.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly grabbing your attention.
Okay.
While this
Mars.
Sorry, just I would just kind of pop in and out of that just to check. So
yeah, you absolutely can. And during this time when the group are kind of diving into this natural consciousness, you don't detect anything abnormal. You still see the area as messed up as when you came. Multiple creatures seem to be arguing over food or attacking each other for the sake of attacking each other. And the area is still relatively devoid of color.
Mara is basically keeping an eye on Sinilis, but she would ask Valentine if Valentine could fly up above the trees to see if there's anything she can see from a bird's eye view.
Yeah, Valentine can fly up and do a perception. That bodes well.
Because screw that never look up stuff. We have someone who has a broom that flies.
That die is instantly going to jail. All right, there we go. Valentine is
keep that
looking. Valentine is looking out. She will fly up and take a look around, and relays that she cannot see anything.
Oh, that roll was for Valentine. No, okay,
yes,
that one for the bad guy. Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah, Orin kind of just while looking about and keeping an eye on the nature group, he's going to, in his head, try to reach out to the voice that spoke to him before and be like, "Oi, you still in there? Seemed like you were talking to me."
Boy.
You want to let me know what you're doing in my fucking head?
You do not get a response.
Rude.
I hate it here.
Out.
Gross. Oof.
I hate it.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, I should have never listened to Jotra.
Drinks about it.
Takes a sip of gin.
A sip and a crack and away it goes.
All right. So, with this going on, Nawi, what is your
What is
plan?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it feral. Keep it feral.
I am going to use my psychic link with the tiny blip,
Oh boy.
Okay.
or at least attempt to. No idea if this will work. This thing may be outside of the scope of what I can do, but I will attempt to psychically link with this thing to communicate with it.
Okay. You go ahead and reach out with your natural psychic abilities. Again, it doesn't feel quite right. It feels alien. You've linked to creatures and a few individuals in the past, and this is different.
Mm-hmm.
But you do feel the link established.
Hello?
But this isn't the voice I was expecting.
I'm sorry, perhaps. I wasn't expecting. What? Who? I'm sure you know I have many questions. All the W's, all of those, you know. But the H, the who, what, when, where, how, why. But I guess first and foremost, are you trying to help us? Yes?
I wasn't aware that there were other telepaths. Okay, this changes things. Hello? Could you tell this, how do I put this politely? Bumbling idiot that you definitely almost should have killed that individual instead of, taking them prisoner?
I'm sorry, you must. The tree? Sinners?
No, not that one. The girl. Not the girl that you're with, the other girl.
There's a girl that we have to kill?
Yes, the one that
I'm new here. I'm sorry.
I see. Right.
So then I need to let these people out of know there's someone they need to kill. And that will stop all of this?
2 individuals, in fact, but
2. And that will stop this? They are causing it?
not this. This is I haven't got any idea what this is. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, us two. Whatever you do, maybe we can compare notes.
This is the strangest and yet most polite conversation I've had. All right. No questions? Jeez, it seems really confused by the fact that you're so calm and chill about this. It's just like...
I mean, I have many questions, but if you are not causing this, you are not my enemy. Right?
Okay, maybe I have many questions, but they can wait. All right. It kind of pauses. You almost feel like you almost feel like the link do one of those old modem sounds, just
Telepath.exe has stopped responding.
Okay, so this particular thing is some kind of, how do I put this in terms you'd understand? Psychic demon.
I mean, I understand that quite well.
It's pure angry energy released by something. I
not my concern right now, I would say. Um, so either we stop it so someone can make a well thing, or we have to just cut down the tree.
You could attempt to cut it down.
Well, how will you kill it?
I get the feeling if we fail, or whether your friend there fails in his task, I have a feeling it might become agitated regardless. So, you could try and cut it down.
But so that you don't know who started it. It's just we have to. If we stop this one, it'll stop in the forest. You think? And also, there are two people that need to go kill. Do you have the names of these people? Will they just know?
Oh, they were people that your friends here have encountered previously.
Okay.
Names.
Will they understand?
I'm sure that this particular one will. The one that I am currently attached to.
Like a parasite?
Kind of. I'm actually starving myself at the moment, if I'm being blunt with you.
Oh, well. I suppose you are benevolent parasites then.
My kind are incredibly misunderstood, and I don't actually want to hurt this individual. He seems like a good person.
Well, I would say the best way to create a bond would be to be honest.
Indeed. But
Dating advice from Naui.
I am intelligent, but I am young, and my capabilities mean that connecting with this individual is very difficult.
Do you want me to lead you to? Once I am back out?
It's when all this is over.
I can try that. What should I call you?
Perhaps when all this is over. It kind of repeats.
Perhaps when all this is over. Nice to meet you. You may call me Nami.
She grew up in a fucking weird forest place. She definitely uses like Fey rules for names. What's your name? Whatever you said is your name now.
Okay, fine, fair enough. I will tell you my actual name once we've dealt with this encounter.
Fair. So I will leave you and thank you for trying to help with this thing. Hopefully you can hold it back before we get to what we need to do. Thank you for your help, perhaps.
If you are going to take on this thing, I will try my best to protect this one. But I cannot guarantee I won't have any sustenance for a very, very long time, but I will try my best.
Can I give you some? What do you need?
Brains.
You are kind and polite, and therefore I am not going to accept that offer, but thank you very much.
Well, I am a good hunter. Let me know.
Sweet.
You feel
You're
feel the link. You feel the link sever and cut.
Okay, I would start swimming back. I guess for a while, Dewan would have felt like no one would.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Dawn was doing this entire time. Just like,
He's like, everyone left me at this party.
like, I'm just floating in this nature void.
Ray, if I could ask you so kindly, what the fuck?
if I could ask you so kindly, please don't fuck us.
I love being the guest here because everyone else is like freaking out in the like cast chat. And I'm like, oh, it seems like something big's going on for you guys.
Yeah.
This
Man.
looks like
Yeah.
a problem you're gonna have to deal with.
I'm
This
just-
is like a
I'm
problem
just here
not
to-
for me.
I'm just here to fix this tree.
Austin's like, I'm just here vibing.
Yeah. So that key person you were just talking to, maybe later. Yeah, that's inside my head.
Yeah, I just 60
Seems like a great guy.
It's a mind flayer larvae. It's fine.
It seems like a great guy.
Oh.
It's gonna be. It hasn't eaten Orin's brain yet, so like that's cool.
I mean, it did give me a +2 to intelligence instead of just +1, so that's kind of nice.
Well, it kind of said it was starving itself because Orin doesn't have any brain.
I'm
Was
not
the
the
seal
sharpest
eye
tool
not?
it said,
That's
but
not what it
That's
said.
the
That's
other
not
eye
what
got
you
it.
said, but
it
it
looked
was
me in the eyes and
implied.
was like, Orin's a hembo. I can't eat.
Exactly what
and I took that personally.
Orin's a himbo. Shut the fuck up. No.
Okay. My wife calls me a himbo all the time. It's
I'm a thembo sometimes. I'm just a simple hat rack in these trying times. Oh my god.
Okay. So what is the rest of our nature trio doing during this? I know Jacaranda's kind of taking a mental step back, as it were, to keep away from whatever that thing is.
She knows tree bad. That's a bad tree. Something's going on. And she's GTFOing from that.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Are you going ahead and disconnecting fully, or are you just stepping back? As it were?
Can she kind of keep an eye? Like, is there a way for her to be in it and kind of keep an eye on everyone else? Or is it kind of like once they go forward, it's...
Although you are all combining your power and proficiency, you are 3 separate consciousnesses, so you can still act independently.
Okay, I would want to just babysit from afar.
Okay.
Like the playground, I'm keeping watch and letting them do their thing.
It's like, Colin,
If
don't get
anything
too close
starts
to
getting
that.
weird, yeah. Don't run with anything in your hands. Put the stick down.
Okay, so for clarification, now we found the blip and went towards the blip instead of the tree?
Now we connected psychically with the blip.
With the blip, that is not the tree. The tree is a separate entity.
Yeah. The blip is somewhere around you,
Okay, yeah.
and the tree itself is this kind of damned energy.
Alright, I am going to continue
More bad ideas.
towards the damned tree.
Okay. You can feel this power pulsing through as Sinalus is trying to create this barricade, as it were. But as I said before, the higher the barricade is made, it feels like the energy behind it is also rising to meet it. What would you like to do here?
I'd like to try and see, like, is it the tree itself that is damned? Is there something that is, like, rotten in its core? Like, what? I'm basically doing a medicine check, nature check on this tree.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh god.
Nature or
touch,
medicine,
never
whichever
mind.
you would rather.
It's, I'm gonna do medicine, and it's a 24.
Okay. Okay. So, as you are looking at this volatile entity, as it were, you can tell that the tree itself has been infected by whatever this is. This isn't the tree. It's
Okay.
certainly an external source. as I said with Naui, it feels otherworldly. It feels alien. It doesn't feel normal or regular in any way. And it's definitely, if you were to make an assumption, it feels like it's trying to destroy whatever this is from the inside.
Okay. So it's like the tree has gone septic.
Kind of, yeah. The tree itself still has its own natural pulse, as it were, but this thing is very quickly trying to make sure that that's not the case. And you can probably assume it's taken a lot of the energy of the surrounding area.
It's something internal, though, to the tree, right? Not like a... It's not...
In what regard?
It's not like a... There isn't something that the tree has, like, sucked up with its roots or whatever that is.
You're not entirely sure.
Okay.
All you know is that the tree is infected. Whether that was absorbed through the roots, or there is a parasite, or whether it's just purely something to do with energy, is unknown.
Can I arcana or investigate what this infection is?
Sure. Go ahead and investigate.
Oh god. I feel like
Go
I...
into the tree.
And go ahead and make a wisdom save while you're at it.
Okay. Well, the investigation was 23. I've rolled 3 18s in a row. This is
And you have advantage on the wisdom saving throw.
amazing. Okay. Okay. 22.
Uno momento, I just lost sound. 2 secs. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, just a casual tech issue. I just lost all my audio. But we're back. We're good. I can hear people. Dewan was in the middle of asking me a question before we left. I don't remember what it was.
She rolled a 22
I did an
wisdom check.
Yeah, I did an
Oh yeah, it was an
investigation.
investigation and a wisdom save.
Yes.
That's the one.
And my
That was some
investigation, was 23.
Cool.
And my wisdom save was 22.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you definitely make both of those. Yeah, the investigation check, what were you looking to discover?
I was looking to discover, like, what type of infection it was, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So as you're poking almost past the dam, as it were, trying to judge the nature and method of this thing, there is a psychic screech, as it were, that kind of echoes and pulses once. Jacaranda, you're far enough away to hear it, but not enough to be hit by its effects. And Naui is immune, so you are good on that front. Dewan, you have enough mental fortitude to shrug off this this retaliation with nothing more than just a bit of a headache, as you realize this isn't a sickness, this is a thing. This is a creature of some description. To what degree you're not able to perceive. You've never encountered something quite this volatile before. You know nature spirits, you know natural magics, you know fey creatures. This is
Unnatural.
nothing like it. Yeah, it's completely alien to you as you're kind of poking what you can, as this barrier is being shored up.
I think that's enough investigating. I know it's a creature now. I'm going to slink back. I know it's inside the tree, right?
Yeah, almost possessing it, like
Yeah.
trying to devour it from within.
The tree has a mind flare. Okay, yeah. So I'm out. I have my information.
All right, so you'll go ahead and disconnect?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would return to Jacaranda and Naui and then disconnect instead of just blipping out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I would. I mean, if someone drops, I would drop it, assuming that we're good here.
Yes. I've learned things.
Yeah, if everybody's leaving, then I would as well.
Yeah.
I'm not just
You'll
gonna
go
hang
ahead
out.
and
Jacaranda
yeah.
floating. Oh, it's
I don't
peaceful
know.
in here.
You can go ahead and pull your consciousness back out of this natural connection, back to yourselves. Everyone else, you watch the tree pulse with this pulse. Yeah, the tree pulses with this purplish energy as this psychic screech happens to the individuals. You watch Sinilus kind of, as much as a tree person can grimace, I suppose, and slink back a little, pull himself back forwards, just whatever it is, it's suddenly not very happy. As he grits his kind of barky teeth and continues this spell going on.
If it's been less than an hour, he still has advantage on wisdom saving throws as well.
And that's why he's not hurt. Because clutch advantage. Yeah, that's all you would see as the three party members begin to come back to the realm of the conscious.
There's someone you are all supposed to kill.
The thing that's
To-
inside the tree?
Well, that is for all of us. There's a psychic demon inside the tree.
I'm sorry.
demon.
Oh,
Pardon?
Yes, there's something inside the tree that's...
Yeah. I found someone else in there that was with one of you. They said they were trying to help us with this thing to keep us all safe.
so when Jacaranda hears that, she's gonna start talking to herself and say, "Is that one of you?"
It said he, so I don't know.
All
That's how you.
That eliminates everyone but one.
you get a Jacaranda.
The one
you
man.
get a-
Wait.
Now,
Jacaranda
wait a
gets a
minute.
playful maybe from the dream creatures.
Mara steps behind Orin. Something to tell us, little man?
His, like, as everybody turns against him, his 3-foot stature just shrinks further. He's probably 2 feet tall now. Well,
You all seem very concerned, but there is the psychic demon in the tree.
And Sinilus is taking care of it.
Well, it's a dam, so when you block up water tends to build up behind it.
all right, then I'll just make this quick. Eridan, remember when I looked into the void cone and something went into me eye? I thought it was fine. Actually felt kind of better. It was good. Then later, something when we were in the caverns, near the Kruthix, something spoke in my head telling me that when we got to the end, I should kill who we found there. And we found your sister there, so I decided
That's why
not to listen to the fucking voice in my head, because I hate it when people speak in me head. It really puts me off.
It did say two
I'm
things to be
gonna
clear.
stand next to Orin. It's not doing anything to you, is it?
I don't know. I feel all right.
Mara would message Orin in his head and say, "Boo."
Now he's like, it said specifically it was trying to not hurt you.
Oh.
It said that it likes you and thinks you are a good person and didn't want to hurt you, so it's been starving. And
Sometimes voices in your head can be nice, and it just makes it not so lonely. But
it said it's doing its best, but it sounds like it is not going to be around much longer if you can't find a way to help it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm new here, but it said there were two people you were supposed to kill, and that you really needed to do that.
Well, yeah, I would have gladly killed Valerki, but she fucked off.
Well, I guess you're supposed to find her.
How do we help contain a psychic demon? Any ideas?
It said we could kill the tree or kill the demon to get it out.
well, we'll kill
Okay,
it.
so I would prefer not to kill the tree. But
Yeah.
how would we kill the
Same.
demon if we don't chop down the tree?
As things are shifting gears, Eridan's just gonna put a hand on Orin's shoulder and just give it a squeeze.
Is Sonolis like in a trance?
He's lucid, but you can tell that he's exerting a lot of power.
Sonolis, I'm not sure if you can hear us, but I don't know if trying to just hold it back, maybe it may need to come out for us to get rid of it.
I can do that, but I would be endangering you, little ones.
We suck it into the cone.
Wait, what? Cone?
What?
I don't have any idea how this thing works. All
We'll
I
ask
know
your
is
little friend.
it doesn't talk to me. Apparently, it'll talk to Maui, but not me.
Have you tried talking to it?
Yeah, while you were all meditating.
How long is this thing? Oh, you said when. Wait, when did that? Cone? What are we?
How
talking
long
about?
has it been since it went into my head?
This was before Jacaranda and
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
Mara, right?
it's been a while by now.
Yeah,
Before
Mara
we
knows
met,
about
I
the
think
it
cone
was
'cause
just
we had a
when
whole
it was-
conversation about
It was when I first joined.
Yeah, this whole thing is pretty new to all of y'all.
Yeah.
This speak of this cone is new. This creature in his head is new.
Yeah. Because it's been a thing, and I haven't been willing to share it with everybody like I was for a little bit.
I can try and ask if you suck it into also in your head, if that thing can take care of whatever it is.
Wait, then have two things in
think-
Orin's head?
No, please. No, thank you.
No,
Maybe
no.
it'll eat it.
I think
think
the
what now
thing
is suggesting
came out
is
of the cone, so we could put the psychic thing in the cone. If the little friend knows how to get something in the cone. Since it came out of the cone, I
All
assume
right.
it
My
might
head.
know.
But if it's hungry, that's a good idea. If it will eat the psychic demon.
God, I wish I had
And-
banishment.
Orin will, in his head, try to communicate with this voice, and he will say, I don't know if you can hear what's going on around me, but is it possible you came from the cone that I carry the artifact? Is it possible to suck something else into it, like this demon that's in the tree?
get no response.
What?
However,
That doesn't say shite.
you yourself would know that the cone could absorb magical energies, as it's absorbed multiple, or it appears to have absorbed multiple spell attempts, at the very least.
That's true. Well, I may be going a little Jotra here, but it has
No exploding. That's all she knows of Jotra, so.
No.
That's all she knows of Jotra is he exploded. No exploding.
It has absorbed spells, magical energies. But I haven't the first clue how to use it.
Wait, no, you said that Orin's passenger was starving itself.
Yes.
Do you know what it consumes? Would it consume...
Can I consume a psychic demon?
Yeah.
I can try and ask it. Maybe it'll
Yeah,
talk
that's
to
what
me
I'm
again.
saying. If it's starving, maybe it'll eat this thing.
And perhaps
There's
we put
something.
off whatever damage it could do to Orin.
Well, I also have a spell that I could do. I could lay out a magic circle, and that would protect us.
Molly.
I don't know. Well, what do we? Because it's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, can you try to communicate with the voice again? Can you do it now?
I can certainly try. I will try to psychic link with Orin to see if I find anything else hanging out.
She go perhaps.
Are demons considered fiends?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel a little bit of resistance before you hear, please, I am perhaps. Hello, Molly. I am utterly exhausted. Whatever you have to ask, please make it quick. Can you hear me as well?
Yeah, because I assume Orin can hear me, but I don't know. Can Orin hear?
Orin, so as this discussion is going on, Orin, you can hear Nawi and you can hear whatever is responding, but you yourself cannot communicate with it, and it can't communicate back to you. That's the current problem.
Okay.
I
Because Orin
believe.
isn't psychic.
I believe Orin can hear me, and I can hear you. So if you have anything to say to him, now could be a good time. But my question actually is, Orin was considering using whatever vessel you traveled through to suck up this thing, and perhaps you can have a meal. We don't know what you eat.
It's complicated. First of all, sorry. Nawi here has some kind of latent psychic connection we do not. Therefore, making that connection is exhausting. I am tired and I am hungry and I am alone, and it is difficult. Secondly, I do not eat psychic demons, or whatever that is. I'm not still 100% sure what it is, but it's sangry, whatever it is. I would need something more fleshy. I shan't disclose that right now, but I'm fine for now, I promise.
I relay that to Orin, more or less. He seems sorry that he can't call you. He didn't say don't do it.
Is there a way that we can trap this psychic demon in the cone, the artifact?
I don't know what else is in there. I was the last thing to be sealed inside. I don't know everything. Whether
I will see you later, perhaps.
I see. It just the connection kind of fades.
Yeah, I would bug out. Also, he calls himself perhaps.
Perhaps. That's a strange name.
I thought so too, but it's a strange creature. So it doesn't seem like we should use this cone thingy. We may just have to have Sinuous pull it out and we fight it the old-fashioned way.
Right?
Part of me wonders how one fights a psychic demon, and the other part of me wants to help this tree.
How do you usually fight?
Well, we usually whack things until they die, but does that
Well-
work for a psychic demon?
There's only one way to find out, and she pulls down her dragon mask.
Naui is too pure for this planet and must be protected at all costs. 20 out of 10 would die for Naui. I actually feel that way about the whole party, but that's besides the point.
Okay, so if we were to lay magic circles around the tree, perhaps we could capture the psychic demon and keep it in one spot.
Does your circle... How strong is it? Does the demon have a chance to break free?
It has a chance to get into it, yes.
More, Austin's asking
after this.
mechanically, does it get a save to get out of it?
Well, it's like it can't enter the circle
It's
Mm.
more
Yeah,
to
but
protect
we can
us.
also-
unless
We can also change the rules. We can do the reverse where I can't exit the circle.
So we could trap it in the circle.
Yes.
Oh, preventing a creature of a specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting the targets outside. That's smart.
It's a good idea, and then we can run in, pop, jump back out.
How long does your circle last?
Or I could just stand out
I was
here
gonna say,
and
or we
yell
could
at him
stand.
until he disappears.
The spell lasts about an hour.
That seems long enough.
In other words, I can vicious mockery it until it dies.
It's a 10-foot radius. We could
Or
just
I
poke
can
it
just
with our
Eldritch
sticks.
blast the fuck out of it.
You two, no, it's just you shooting Eldritch Blast and you making fun of it until it dies for an hour.
Sounds correct.
Wholeheartedly vote for the hour of insult comedy.
it can try to get out, but it would have to do a charisma saving throw.
And I think it
And it would have disadvantage if I vicious mockery.
Yeah.
And my fists are magical right now, so that's cool.
Little fisticuffs.
Yeah.
I just like to fight.
Okay.
Ha.
So we could wait.
My only concern is that it can, if it did get out, maybe possess one of us.
Well,
I don't want to
I
have
can
to
do
beat
beacon
on
of
any of
hope.
you.
Oh well, we have advantage on the wisdom saving throws already, right?
those of you afraid of possession could hide in another circle. You said both of you could cast it.
Yeah, I think most of us.
I do not need to worry about such things. Where I have, how do you say? Already taken. And she points to herself. I already have someone along for the ride.
I do too, but I feel like someone else could get in there. There's a few
Oh,
here.
mine stops that.
It's cool.
What
That's
the
fortunate
fuck?
for you.
What is
That's
Okay, well, first of all,
Okay.
out of character, the
That
party
one
needs to have a
feels
sit.
left out.
The party needs to have a sit. A nice
How
long
many of you are
think.
possessed?
Now,
How many
do a good old fashioned Slav squat.
kitty
What the
cats
fuck?
and brain children?
yeah. Our cat's common themes: cat lovers and things
Possession.
inside their heads.
Yes. And
Awesome.
inside voices.
I could.
Is that like some sort of commentary on like current mental states?
100%. Hello, RPG Anonymous.
Hi, RPG Anonymous.
Hi, RPG Anonymous.
Mwah.
We
Hi,
are all
readers.
possessed, and by all I mean 3 out of the 6 of
Six.
us. So half,
I-
50%.
Well, I mean, like Ray's an eldritch being, so like by definition, probably possessed.
Okay.
You don't sleep. I'm not convinced you're entirely human.
We're
There's a
possessed
cowboy
and
floating
cat
around in there.
obsessed.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I can explain mine once we deal with this psychic demon.
I just
Wait.
feel that
What if now
that
I said
Sinilus has
perhaps
spent
later?
all this energy to contain this thing, and we're just gonna say, "Hey, let it out."
Well, hey, let it out of the physical tree into the physical world so we can physically whack it with our physical sticks.
It seems like what Sinilus is doing will
Physically.
fail soon, and perhaps if instead focused the energy to bring it out gives us a better chance than it just taking this tree.
This guardian.
He said himself he's delaying the inevitable.
Yes.
So let's end it.
I'm in agreement with that.
I think now is probably the best time while we're all here.
How long do you need for your circle? I would start it now.
1
minute.
I would start, I assume when this thing gets out, I feel like time will get
Just-
much slower.
What's the radius on the tree? Like, how big is it?
Big.
Big. Yeah,
Bigger.
it's
Multiple
pretty-
circles.
How big
Would-
though?
Is the circle a concentration then?
No.
No.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, it's
What?
not.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot radius and 20 feet tall.
I mean, while you're having this discussion, Sinilus is going to kind of throw his head over his shoulder, look back towards you, and just say, "This tree is large. You'll need to cover a lot of space. Instead, I will place it where I can."
I was going to suggest that.
What?
He's gonna make a
place the
Pokeball.
He's gonna make a tunnel.
Pokemon.
Not a tunnel, but
Now
he's
it's a tunnel.
He's gonna yeet it into
not
your
a tunnel.
circle.
Yeah, he's gonna try and pull it out and into the circle.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's gonna create a tunnel between the tree and our circle.
No more tunnels. We've had enough tunnels.
One more tunnel. Okay, but yeah.
Did
Yes,
we want?
he's-
Did we want us in one and it in another one, or no? Or is that over?
Up to you.
If people now he's like if people are worried they should be in a different circle. Now he's not worried.
Well, this
There-
is corrupting trees.
Is there a place that's more dead than other?
Not in this area now. Everything is yeah.
Dead.
Everything is
Equally dead.
empty in this area, yes.
Okay.
Hi, bud.
But instead of
Then we want
making multiple circles and hoping it steps inside it, Sinilus is offering to essentially channel it into one of the circles, if that's what you wanted to do.
I say, Melissa, you make the magic circle, or Cole, and I was gonna cast Bane, so even if it tried to get out, it would have a slight disadvantage.
Okay.
What's the
like
terrain
the
like? Is
idea-
it like a wooded area, or is it like kind of because of all the decay, it's kind of like opened up a little bit? Or...
It's not decayed, it's empty. There's a a bit of a difference. The stuff around you isn't dead. It's lifeless, if that makes sense. It's a little bit of a distinction. Instead of being kind of like dead and rotting and destroyed and decaying, it still looks like a regular forest bed, but all of the color has just been drained from it.
Okay, and the space that we're in currently, is it just like in the middle of trees, or are we in a clearing?
Apart from this large tree takes up so much of the canopy that it has created a small clearing around it, as it were. So it's still a relatively like foresty floor, you know, leaves, twigs, mud, etc.
Gotcha.
While we're getting ready, now he's gonna cast magic weapon on her spear.
All right, all right.
Just like one finger will glow green and she'll just touch the tip of her spear and say, just in case.
All right. So, who is casting the circle?
Well, my thought was that Jack and Aridin could like cast it together. I don't know if there needs to be 2 circles. I was literally just thinking of them like laying it out together.
Just like
Mhm.
cute flavor text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely help each other out with that.
My third Revivify is one of my 3rd level spells, so I don't know if you wanted to do the magic circle.
I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, both of you roll Arcana checks for me.
Don't forget, we have a Valentine.
Oh right. Maybe
Still up in the
Valentine.
air because you did.
Arcana.
I send her a message. Hey, we're gonna fight this psychic demon.
Well.
Oh, by the way, Oren's possessed.
17.
17. Okay. So what you can do, if you wanted to cast it together and help each other out, you could. And because you are helping each other out, both of you burn a 2nd level slot instead of a 3rd level slot.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because you're assisting each other in the spellcasting.
Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, so. Yeah. Jack and Aridin, I feel like would pull out the components and like start making the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
While they're doing that, Orin will take a cue from Maui and cast Saya's touch on his quarterstaff. So he'll, and his quarterstaff will just ignite into flame.
Yes.
All right.
And Jacaranda also wants to cast Spirit Guardians around herself.
Oh, I was gonna do the same thing.
Clerics.
Well, Mara puts a cloud of daggers in the middle of the circle, so there.
Yes.
Oh.
So as soon as it comes in, it's like,
Magic Circle isn't concentration.
No.
No.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not gonna.
Actually,
do
Mara
Spirit
does
Guardians.
not
I'm
do
gonna-
Bane.
It is concentration for the cloud of daggers, so she's gonna wait until after it's in the circle, so she doesn't drop the fortress on Sinalus.
I'm
We
gonna
might use
cast.
that.
Wait, do I still have it prepared? Just kidding, I don't have it prepared right now. Damn it. Hackaroni. Yep, nope. Just kidding.
Okay.
So the idea is us fighters are gonna be in the circle, correct?
No, the demon is going to be in the circle. We're gonna be.
And we can
outside
go
the
in and
circle.
out.
Yes.
Oh, we can go in and out.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just the fiend.
It's contained.
Yeah. It's like think supernatural ghosts. We've put down a salt circle. The ghost is stuck in the salt circle.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what Jack and Aridin did. Holy water and some salt.
No, I shouldn't say salt circle. It's the demon circle. The demon is stuck. It's literally the demon circle in supernatural.
Perfection, yes.
Okay. So Sinalus will turn to you all and make sure you're all prepared, and will wait for your signal before doing what he does. As long
Signal
as
noise, signal
everyone's
noise.
Caw, caw.
Yeah, and as long as you all are ready, you watch another pulse of this gold-green energy as he just... I hope you little ones know what you're doing.
Absolutely not.
Not even a
Yes.
little bit.
This is completely off the top of our heads.
We're just jazzing right now, bud.
Well, if we die, at least we die among friends.
Confidence
That's
inspiring. And he'll go ahead and tear his hands away aggressively as this gold green begins to turn to purple. He almost seems to be pulling this energy out of this tree. You watch as it becomes far more aggressive and erratic and begins to almost strike against the area around it as it's being channeled through. You watch as Sinulus's strength falters for just a moment and drops to one knee as he grits his teeth and lets out this low growl, almost as if the sound of trees collapsing onto one another as he pulls this thing into the magic circle. You watch the coalescence of this psychic energy begin to calm and dissipate as a figure begins to form. And it is Bane and Cloud of Daggers, right? That it is currently contending with.
Well, as soon as it pops into the circle, Cloud of Daggers. So I can drop the concentration on the other spell. And I would pat Isaac as I'm casting Cloud of Daggers and say, "Don't worry, Isaac, we got this." Isaac, not Sinulus. I don't care about Sinulus. The tree.
Okay.
Tree, not the tree person. I see how it is.
I look at Sinulus and I flip him off.
I hate you, Sinulus. It's
Okay,
fine.
so it immediately takes 4d4 damage, because Cloud of Daggers, you don't get a save, and a charisma save. All right. Charisma.
Charisma. No, I'm not in Zoom. I am on the stream. Sorry, stream.
No.
A whole whopping 7 points of damage.
I think that still fails.
Did you say he took 40 points of damage?
7.
4?
Seven.
No, 7. 4d4.
4d4
4d4.
equals
He
7.
took
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
Don't you
7
love
points of damage.
D4s? Don't you love
Only
them?
when they're used as caltrops.
14 on the charisma save.
The fuck you
It's
just-
below.
No,
You
it's
got a save
fine.
for Bane? I thought Bane just happened to you.
No, to get out of the circle, I think. Oh, well, to get out of the circle, it's only if they attempt to
Oh.
teleport.
Oh, it was for the. No. Bane is a charisma
also
save.
a charisma save, and it
Oh,
14
okay.
fucking makes it.
Makes it.
But I will cast it
Be by
again.
much.
I'm willing
Well-
to spend my spell slots.
What you see before you become kind of like apparate in front of you, as it were. A strange mass of skin and flesh mixed with these kind of dark, dead pieces of bark and wood strewn across the entire body. The creature itself is tall. A long kind of partially plant, partially cloth outfit, which covers all the way down to its feet and covers across the bottom there. Its hands are long with reddish greenish fingers, lacking an index finger entirely. It immediately cringes its eyes towards the little light that is flowing through this area and looks down towards you. This plant-like ridge on the back of its head with which is kind of like raised up. Its face itself is almost obscured by this one plank of this corrupted and dead wood, which seems to go across most of its face. It seems to look at you immediately with aggression, and you watch as the kind of dark green-gray skin begins to change into more of a silvery white hue as it stares you down. And I think that's where we'll pick up next week as you deal with this new menace before you.
I can't wait to stab this thing like 4 times between me and Lupa.
Wait, Mara has a bad joke. Well, you don't look like you're a fun guy.
Thanks, I hate it.
Adam, I apologize for my clapping.
That's fun.
Wonderful. All right, you will deal with this creature next time. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Hope the cast are all right and enjoying themselves. It's a little bit shorter just because I am dealing with the worst head cold right now and I'm struggling to keep concentrating. Thank you so much for joining us and chilling out with us. Gonna go round the horn here real quick and let people plug their wonderful selves. And you should 100% go ahead and support their endeavors because these are some wonderful people and wonderful creators.
Wait, Ray, do you mean round the tree?
Moving swiftly on.
Make haste.
You're not the only one capable of making terrible tree puns.
I mean, tree puns. It's gonna be good.
I must leave.
Please. Please.
We'll start with Cole. Plug yourself, Cole.
Yes, that's me. Hi, howdy, bye. I'm Cole. You can find me at Coloriel on Twitter. Plugging. Yes, you can find me here on Mondays. I'm doing really great at this. I play Eridan, my sad, awkward girl, and on Tuesdays I play another kind of sad girl, but she like laughs about it, so it's like not the same. It's fine. On Rule the Floor tomorrow, where we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and it's basically be gay, do crime. It's great. And stay tuned on Friends Who Roll Dice because we have a whole bunch of charity stuff going on this month, raising money for Austin after the everything that happened. Running charities is fun in these trying times because it just feels like everything's a tragedy that we want to help. So yeah, we're gonna do what we can, help where we can, and hashtag roll with your heart.
Awesome. Rochelle.
Hey, I'm Rochelle. I'm Dragon Gem on Twitch, the Dragon Gem on Twitter, because one day I will get that. I stream Magic the Gathering Arena and some other games. I'm here every Monday night, and yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Melissa.
Hello, I am Melissa, also known as So Much Geek on everything, I think. So on Instagram, on Twitter, and also on Twitch. I also stream on Twitch. I stream some games, and sometimes I draw things, and sometimes I make things like sewing, and I'm in
cheesecake.
I've made cheesecake too. I am in a Cyberpunk Red campaign. We have our last game coming up. I believe it is going to be on the 20th of this month now, which is on a Saturday. So come hang out for that little end game. We are taking on capitalism, and we can hear computer AI in our brains. So that's a thing that's happening too. Yeah, so come hang out. Twitter's usually the best way to figure out what's going on and hear my random thoughts. So
Hearing stuff in your brains, that's a mood.
After what's going on here, apparently. So, God. Jesse.
Hello, hi, I'm Jessie. You can find me at Who's the Moose on the interwebs. Also everywhere. Like everywhere. You could go onto Tumblr. You'd find me. It's my old Sims blog, but it's me. I'm here on Mondays. That's about it. I do art things. Well, I do art things. Do I post about art things? No. Not yet. Soon. Yeah, that's all I got.
Soon, TM.
I'm the super chill one that's not really doing anything.
Awesome. Adam.
Hello, I am Adam. You can catch me at Adam Hardy VO on Instagram and Twitter. Like Jesse, I'm not on there all that much, but it's fine. But what I would like you to check out is the Friends Who Roll Dice YouTube and our podcast that we do for the Mind and the Martyr, because I do the post-production. I add music from Sirenscape and sound effects that are now becoming more and more of my own creation, because I found some cool sound effects, like royalty-free sound effect sites. So I'm having a lot of fun creating the sounds of our spells and everything like that. So check it out. Friends Who Roll Dice YouTube, also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all over the place. You can figure out what the hell's been going on.
Yes, catch up with the this. And our wonderful guest, Austin.
Hey, I'm Austin. I just got done playing Naui. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Scout Austin. That's at Sailor SCT Austin. You can find me here Monday. Every Wednesday, I have a podcast that releases called Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. You can find that on Twitter at Nerd Mysteries. And you can find Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries wherever you get podcasts. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google Play. We're on some ones that are big in the UK that I don't know the name of because that's not where I live, but we're there. We are part of the Nacelle Podcast Network, so that's super kind of them to host us. They post our stuff places. It's great. So check that out every Wednesday, and there's a bunch of old episodes to get through on topics like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Chuck E. Cheese, twice, Toys R Us. We just did a movie special on Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, you know, the one with Brandy. So we have a bunch of old stuff you can check out too. Besides those two places, Saturday, you can find me on Utopia, Donuts and Duels, the Kids on Brooms show. But every other Saturday, I believe. So not this Saturday, because we record. So we record this Saturday. So then next Saturday, you can see what I said in the recording and remind me of something I said that I forgot. But other than that, I'm a game writer and narrative designer or whatever. I'm trying to figure out what to call myself. I write for games. So most recently, I just finished up writing for Brinkwood, Blood of the Tyrants, and I just saw the editing's done on all that stuff. So I just got done writing for that. I've written for Cobwebs. I've written for Neck Nautilus, and the big thing I have coming later this year, we're hoping to launch in September, is Deimos Academy with Banana Chan on Twitter. So that's what I'm up to, and yeah, hopefully I have more stuff I'm writing for soon. If you got writing stuff, hit me up.
Hype. I
Awesome.
cannot wait for Deimos Academy. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I am so here for it, and I 100%, as soon as I get any whiff of it, I'm in. I'm there. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you, as always, so much to the wonderful cast. It is a pleasure playing with you, as always. And yes, go and check them all out. I'm Ray, your humble GM for The Mind of the Martyr. You can find me here every Monday doing exactly this. You can find me in a few other places as well. Just check out @RedMageRay on Twitter to keep up with what I'm doing. I have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff changing. So yeah, just check out the Twitter to see what's going on there. With that, we will be closing out here. There will be a quick credit roll towards the end here. Then we will be passing on the love that you have given us on a raid. Want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Please go ahead and catch up with the rest of the story if you do get a chance to do so. And if you don't, well, it's just nice having you here and hanging out. We are, as Cole mentioned, doing some more charity events on Friends Who Roll Dice, so keep an eye on what's going on here and our Twitter as well. I almost said Twitch, but that's literally what I just said. Yeah, check out our Twitter @FriendsRollDice to keep up to date with all of the charity games coming out. We're hoping to raise a bunch of money for Austin, the place, not the person, and help out with all of the disaster relief that's happening in Texas. Thank you so much yet again. Please make sure that you're staying safe, make sure that you're hydrated, make sure that you are taking those pandemic tests whenever you need to. Medicate, stay safe, keep well, and keep moving forward. And we will see you all real soon.